Hey, what up, and welcome to Cry of Fear, an impressively scary horror mod created from the original Half-Life game. And if you haven't already seen or played this game, I would strongly recommend either watching my previous video or playing it for yourself, because it's genuinely one of the greatest horror games I've ever played. And not forgetting the fact that it's completely free, which is absolutely criminal. So as you've likely read the title or seen the thumbnail, we will be attempting to beat the hardest challenge in this game. But what is the hardest challenge, and why are we doing it? Well, you have to complete the game on the hardest difficulty whilst also getting an S rank, rewarding us with the strongest weapon in the game. Sounds simple enough, right? Yes and no. Let's just take a quick look at the requirements for this challenge, shall we? The first one is beating the game in under 2.5 hours. Second is using only a maximum of 2 healing syringes. Third is having an accuracy of over 90%. Fourth is saving a maximum of 5 times. And fifth, of course, doing all of this on Nightmare difficulty. This should be one of the last challenges to complete in the game due to its difficulty. However, because of that, we've unlocked quite a few unlockables to make this challenge much less stressful, especially the camera and the axe, which we are definitely going to need. The MP5 is fun to use and has plenty of ammo, but we'll avoid bringing it since it has a high rate of fire, and we could accidentally burst fire and possibly miss our shots. The night vision is also fairly useful, as it no longer means we have to hold our phone out to see in the dark, but it makes everything look unpleasantly green. Thankfully though, by going into the advanced options and changing the brightness boost to 0.3, we can clearly see in the dark without needing to use the night vision or our phone. Whilst we're in this menu, disabling screen grain, motion blur and double tap dodging also comes in handy too, especially that last one because it helps to avoid accidentally dodging. And the console command COFOV multiplier 1.1 just gives us a slightly wider field of view to see our surroundings better. There's also a few in-game tips and tricks, such as stamina management, which is incredibly important and at no point should we ever let it fully drain. Crouching also makes the stamina bar recover quicker, so we might need to occasionally do that. During Chapter 2, we are basically forced to use one healing syringe because of an unavoidable damage sequence, meaning that we are basically only left with one syringe usage for the rest of the game. Some doors and items can be interacted with through walls and floors, but I'd rather avoid using exploits like these. The same applies to bunny hopping, because, you know, they're cool tricks and save a lot of time, but also skip large chunks of the game, which I'd prefer not to do, unless I really need to. Keeping notes for every puzzle is really convenient and saves the headache of remembering all of the solutions, especially the 9-digit phone number that has to be converted from Roman numerals. And choosing where to save is also very important, because one mistake could lead to losing a lot of progress. So I've already planned that out in advance too. The 5 saves are after the Sora boss fight, before the Carcass boss fight, at the door that needs 2 fuses, during the Nightmare Parkour sequence, and the Mental Asylum before the Doctor boss fight. And most importantly, we need to restart the game after every save to avoid any game-breaking crashes or glitches, as this game struggles to cooperate after prolonged periods of time, due to it being designed for older systems. Thankfully though, simply closing and reopening the game fixes that issue, so it's not all too bad. And so, with all of that out of the way, can you beat the hardest challenge in Cry of Fear? Well, there's only one way to find out, baby. This video might even turn into a guide, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna explain a lot whilst we go through this. So, you know what? Feel free to use this as a guide if you want to. I'll be honest though, the unlockables, the Camera of Death, didn't realise it was called that, and the Afraid of Monsters axe are 2 of the best things that you can use for this, and they'll definitely make it much easier. If we didn't have the unlockables, yeah, that would be pretty rough. But we might try that at some point. So, Nightmare difficulty, let's go. And because we've already played the game, we're just going to skip the cutscenes, because there's really not much point in watching them. And I don't really know if it adds to the playtime either, so better safe than sorry, right? And if you haven't played the game yet, or watched gameplay, as I've already suggested, please for the love of God, play it for yourself. Oh my god, I can't see. Or you can watch my previous video on it. I know, shameless plug. Get through the window. Hello. Because this is a really good horror game. Alright, so first things first, we need to head over to the secret room, which is literally the first room in the game. This one. There we go. Boom. So there's all of our goodies. we're going to grab the camera, so we need that bad boy, and the axe. Now, the main reason I'm taking these two is because the camera is really overpowered. Like, this thing really makes the game trivial. And the axe is one of the best melee weapons in the game. It is the best melee weapon in the game, I should say. And whilst we're here, let's... Yeah! We gotta have the Hello Kitty suit, man. Oh, it's so drippy. Nice. Alright, let's get going. So, the camera will freeze any enemy, which is really OP. And this lock here, you could brute force it, you could, but it's always random. And generally it's quicker just to find the code. Now, as expected, the camera doesn't work against bosses, you know, that would be a little bit too overpowered. So we still have to fight those fair and square, but everything else, that's just fair game, dude. We can just freeze any enemy that we like, which is really good. Make our way through here, lovely jubbly. Man slams the door shut on our face, and then we go through here. And eventually run into our first enemy. Oh, and just before that, cassette tapes. We need to hold on to these. Yeah. In order to save, you have to have a cassette tape. Alright, Mr. Freakazoid, can I get past you? No. So yeah, that is what the camera does. It's pretty busted. And the axe just guarantees that I don't miss any shots. And we'll grab the syringe just to be on the safe side. Because you never know when we'll run into more. Look at this freaky little fella. This little freakazoid. Get out of here. Camera. Camera. And... camera. See how easy this thing makes the game? It is crazy. Although, saying that, obviously the game does freak out and bug at times, so the camera doesn't always work as intended. Whoa, that was weird. Whilst we're here, I'm going to show you a cool little parkour trick. This doesn't really skip any major part of the game. It just saves you going, you know, around there. And then you can just use the door from here. It's pretty cool, right? So, little skips like that, I'm not really bothered with doing. It's more of the major ones. So, for instance, the stone statue puzzle, that one you can skip the entire area by jumping on the horse and then jumping over the wall. And obviously, I don't want to do that. That's a little bit too much. Out the way, child! So, we're going to go in here. I'm going to grab the key, try and leave, and we're like, oh no! We're locked in here. And now we have to wait. Yep. And then we have to immediately freeze the child. Otherwise he'll stab us. And that would not be very bonita. Oh, another thing as well. Nightmare difficulty enemies will basically kill you in about 2 hits. Maybe 3. So basically, don't get hit. That's also another reason as to why the camera is like one of the best. Ah, do I have to? Man, get out of the way. So you have to go in this room to trigger that. It's kind of rough. And we might need the Glock, I'm gonna be honest. Because the Sora boss fight, he is incredibly tanky. Yeah, that's another thing as well. You know what? We'll drop the healing for now, because we need as much DPS as possible. And the axe is nice, but it's, you know, it's still slow. So we'll just grab what we can. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, he's still frozen. Don't worry about him. There's the dead guy. We're gonna go over the balcony. Spooky lady goes, hello. I'm gonna freeze you, go past you, grab the... Oh, we can't grab that. Damn it. That's a bit awkward, isn't it, lady? What can we get rid of? I don't really want to get rid of the Glock. That's the problem. Wait, hold up. I have an idea. Use the rope, and then come back for the Glock. There we go. Lovely. Lady, I do not have time for you. Move out of the way. So, yeah, it's this room, right? Make sure she comes out. There we go. Okay, that was a bit weird. Aw, can I not squeeze past you? Man. Out the way. Move. Hi. She just bursts out. And then her as well. There we go. Just for later, because we do need to go back into that room. And I'd rather not need to worry about her. You can use her to hit the TV and actually trigger the VHS, but obviously don't want to do that because that is a major exploit. Oh, cool thing as well, the moment he spawns, she spawns. Like, she just appears out of thin air. It's pretty cool. It's a bit immersion breaking, but I mean, it's a pretty cool trick. Alright, now it's time to deal with the drowned. They are not a threat in the slightest. They're freaky, but they don't really do much. Because, like, obviously you need a gun out for them to try and make you do the bad. But they can't really do that if you got a camera. I mean, you can shoot yourself with a camera, it just won't do anything. You know? So, they are essentially useless. Grab the VHS, there'll be a kid to our left, but actually, you know what? We'll freeze him. We need the ammo. There we go. You can just ignore him and go through this door before he gets to you, but just to be on the safe side, we'll grab that ammo as well. All we need to do now, play the VHS, skip it, check the number, 5769, and that is it. We have made it to the boss suit. It's really that simple. Once you know what you're doing here, it's not that bad. It's kind of crazy really when you think about it. It took me forever to do this part before, and now I'm just breezing through it like it's nothing. I think what we're going to do as well is, yeah, quick select 3. So we'll hit him with the axe and then shoot him. I mean, we'll see how much damage we can do with just the axe, but I'm pretty sure it isn't a lot. It's enough to, like, injure him. I mean, I guess we'll just compare the difference, right? He's just standing there, menacingly. Alright, let's just skip that. So, just to show you that the camera doesn't work, yeah, it doesn't do a thing against him. Play it safe, lovely. So, yeah, you see that health bar? It is not moving. At all. I just don't want to use too much of the handgun because we might need the ammo for later. So always wait for him to attack first, because you could easily mess up and greed, and you don't want to do that. Yeah, the axe doesn't do as much, but it's a lot more reliable, I suppose. And when you do hit him with a melee weapon, make sure to hit him on the upper half. If you hit him in the lower half, it will not count. Alright, play it safe. Scary man. Do your thing. Come on. Chop. Nice. Hit him in the back. Give him them back shots. Blah. You know you want to cut me up. Oh my god, please do your attack. Jesus. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Careful. The moment he gets back up, do not underestimate him. Boop. Nice, nice. Okay. Might want to swap back to the pistol for a bit, because this is taking forever. Boop. And a boop. Alright, pistol time. Nice. Big chunk of damage. Wrong weapon. Oops. Do the attack. Hit. Do the attack. Hit. Yeah. It's pretty boring. It's very underwhelming. Come on, we are so close now. Oh, he's so low. Come on. Just one more time. Boop. Nice, we got him. Die! Please? Bro, there we go. Oh my god. That took forever. That was like a 4-minute boss fight. Jesus. And what we're going to do now is that we are going to save. Yeah, we reopen the game just to avoid any corruptions that might happen. And, well, you really don't want anything being unpredictable. because that'll make the challenge even harder. Here, you're supposed to read the magazine and call this number, and you'll get a code for this door. The thing is, the code's always the same. It is 5247. Boom. So once you know what the code is, you don't even have to do that part. And trust me, calling that number, it goes on for quite a while. So just to save you some effort and some time, that's the code. Excusez-moi, Mr. Sewerman, just passing through. Oh, wrong way. It's this way. Just squeezing past. So yeah, thankfully these hallways are literally just wide enough to where you can squeeze past these fellas. So, they're not actually too bad. Yeah, hugging the wall is your best friend. 110%. See how much easier that makes everything? This next code coming up is also... It's kind of linear, but not really. So by that, I mean... The code, the first 3 digits are always the same. They're never random. However, the last one is random, and there's no way to determine what it is. So it's 279. What? It was 2799. Insane. So it's 279 and then a random number. I just got incredibly lucky there. That would have been a speedrunner's wet dream, I'm telling you, man. Usually you have to do that code numerous times. Usually it's maybe like a 5 or even a 1. And then that's really bad for time. But yeah, we got very lucky. Nice. Hello, Mr. Michael Myers. Michael Myers? I'm gonna grab that later. Thank you. Wah! Hello! I kinda forget that you spawn in here sometimes. You freaky little freakazoid. Get out of the way. Alright, let's go. So, you can come over here. I'm gonna wait for you to try and swing at me. There we go. So I believe you have to do this 4 times. Oh, I can't move! I'm actually stuck. Wow. That was, yeah. Let's hope this time the game doesn't screw me over. There we go. Wait, where's he going? Come back. Jump on something. Okay, now we're fine. Hi. No. Ah, come on. Yeah, this fight is, not really a challenge, if I'm going to be honest. You just bait him to one side, turn the valve, bait him to another side, turn a valve. That's basically it. Oh, cool trick as well. Do not move forward in this room. So there's like a square trigger that spawns enemies. If you do not move and just pick up the saw, they will not spawn. See? No danger. Another cool trick, you can use the door through that corner. I know, it is so cool. This game has so many cool neat tricks, but also a lot of bugs that might screw you over. Like the one that got me killed a minute ago. Alright, let's get going. So the second the hands come up, run. Thankfully the damage they deal is always the same. So you should be okay here. There you go. It's really that simple. But obviously, you take damage, and there's nothing you can do about it, which is kind of sad. So, I mean, we could heal now. Maybe. Because I'm considering getting to the Carcass fight, saving beforehand, and then considering healing during that fight. Because chances are I'm probably going to take damage from it, and so there wouldn't be really much point in healing now. Because I could heal a lot more health later on. You get what I mean? Rabbits! Everybody loves rabbits! True. So there's the human flower, rudely, you know, throwing the Yaris across the bloody road. Ooh, I wonder if I can do this. Yeah, look, you can see that fella in the distance. Look at that goofy guy. And then you move forward a little bit and he just goes, ka-chow! Hello! Yeah, I'm just passing through, don't mind me, buddy. Oh, there's another one. Damn. So, I'm contemplating whether or not to get the M16. I'm just going to grab it anyway. I'm pretty sure the sniper rifle is the better option out of the two, especially for the Carcass boss fight. Because, you know, I could just skip it. I could, but I still want to get the good ending. You know? Because getting the bad ending, you know, it's easier. Where's the fun in that? Do we drop this? Yeah. We can always grab more later on. We will have to count the ammo that we grab for that. If we don't have, you know, more DPS with the M16, we'll ditch it for the sniper rifle, vice versa. And for this next puzzle, it is also very simple, and the solution's always the same. So the horse, you go up and left. The owl goes down. There we go. The eagle goes right and up. And the last one goes left and left. And it's always the same as well. Always the same. Left, left. There we go. It is as simple as that, baby. You're frozen, right? Just to make sure. Yep. So, the thing about melee... What?! Okay! Okay. That's, I think the one at the far end must have sniped me. Are you kidding me? I mean, if push comes to shove, we could always reload the save, because honestly, the sniper rifle's really not that far away anyway. So, if we really, you know, if we really need the sniper rifle as well, we can always come back and grab it. You know? I think the thing with the M16 is, if you don't pick it up there, you won't be able to get it until much later. I don't think you can even get it until after you beat the fight. So, grabbing it is always a good idea. Because you can always drop it and save it for a later time, you know? Okay, he missed. Good. Alright, be careful of your friend. I don't know if I can get him. Did I get him? I can't hear him shoot. Did he shoot? Alright. Just do a cheeky hit, back off. I think we're okay. Just to be safe. Okay. Go. Oh, I got him. I got him. Okay, cool. Michael Myers is... Alright, where's the rest of you? There's another one. Yeah, there you are. Hello, hello. There's one back there, and that one too. I believe that's all of them. Instead of going up these stairs, you can actually use this door from here. Pretty cool, right? Saves you like 2 seconds, but I think it's a pretty neat trick. And we gotta make sure we save. Right, so you already know the drill by now. We reopened the game, because obviously don't want anything bad happening. So what we're gonna do here is pretty simple. You can run around, you can, but we're gonna do a little cool trick. It doesn't save like a crazy amount of time, but it's something that I just want to show off. So normally you're supposed to like run around there and then climb up a ladder and then climb up another ladder. Yeah, instead you could just do this. Yeah, it's a lot easier. And you just walk over here. Cutscene. Right, time for... Ow! What? Bro, we just started the boss fight. I'm nearly dead! I'm dead! What? Okay. Well, yeah. That was, What? I didn't even get the chance to even react. And that is why I saved before the fight. Because, yeah, that happens occasionally. What we're going to do is run back here, because it is pretty much impossible for the boss to hit you here. We're going to swap to the AR-15, lovely jubbly, and now all that we're going to do is poke him. Ah, dude, you're in a really awkward spot. Can you move, please? ideally to the left, because you are in a really bad spot. Come on. Please. Them projectiles are a pain in the arse, so you can't shoot them out of the air either, so you have to go behind cover. There is no other way to avoid them. Yeah, it's kind of poo-poo stinky. And the worst part is, this boss is incredibly boring. He has 2000 health. The M16 deals 16 damage per shot. The Glock 19 does 13 damage per shot. So as you can imagine, we're going to be here for quite a while. This is a very long boss fight, let's just put it that way. Alright, and we got to be careful, let's not get hit. Because I think if we take any more damage, we'll be put in critical state, and that means we walk incredibly slow. Okay, one more magazine should do the trick. And if it doesn't, I'll be surprised. Come on, man. Where are you moving to? There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It just took a really long time. Men. And a cool way to get back, you just go this way. You don't have to go all the way back around. Just do that. Problem solved. Now, the next part coming up is equally as dreaded, but for different reasons, because my life is probably in danger. No, it's definitely in danger. So, the enemies that we'll be running into in a second have guns. And let's just say that they hurt a lot. So much, in fact, that one headshot could basically kill you. And there's no way to determine whether or not they headshot you or not, it's just completely random. You just gotta hope that they miss. But we do have the camera, and that freezes them in place. So thankfully, they're not too bad. But they're still pretty bad. And so, with the camera as well, I don't know if I've already mentioned it, it does not affect your accuracy score, so I can use it as much as I like. And that's probably what I'm going to have to do, because I do not want to take any chances with these guys, at all. Otherwise I'm going to have to do that boss fight again. And that will be a very miserable experience. So I know there's like 4 or 5 of them in total. There's one there, one to my left, one to my right, just to be safe. Okay, I've got him. And then there's the one back here as well. We good? We're good. Sweet. And there might also be one here. Got him. Just to make sure. Sweet. Okay. We're okay. We're chilling. We're Gucci. That's probably like the worst area in the game for this challenge. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. No. No Mr. Chainsaw allowed. Stop that. Oh my god, I got a beautiful picture of him. Nice. I don't know if... We might have to drop the Glock. I don't think we're going to need it anymore anyway, so that's fine. We can always grab it again if we really need to, because of those guys with the guns. So... that is perfectly chill. Out the way, Mr. Skangly Dangly Men. I do not have time for you. What? Bro just spawned in front of me. Nah, that's not fair. You cannot be doing that. Behave. You freakazoids. Get out of the way. So, wait. Oh, I forgot to get the key. Man. And we finally made it. Yeah, it's just a lot of backtracking, so I basically cut all that out. There's nothing really exciting that happens. Hello. Yeah, you ain't gonna get me. So, we've got this spawn rotation. Got it. So, enemies spawn in a specific way, and therefore they can be a lot more predictable at times. So I know one of the clangy women might appear behind me. She didn't. And there might also be a woman to the left. Yep. So we've got you. Get out of the way. I do not have time for you, lady. This entire section is mostly just for like immersion and the atmosphere. And they do a great job with it, I'm not gonna lie. Like the clanging noises and the spooky sounds and the weird breathy ladies and the one that crawls out the vent at the end. Great design, great job. But after you played through the game numerous times, don't really do much for you. And it's just basically a waste of 10 minutes. So yeah, we'd be breezing through this part without much trouble. Although saying that, there is the parkour part that we have to be... Ow! There is the parkour part that we have to be careful about. It's not like too tricky, but you can still mess it up if you know, really mess up. So let's not do that, shall we? Because that would not be very funny. So an easy way to do it, crouch jump on here, go over here, and there you go. That's basically as easy as you can do it. You can also do the jump, but I'd rather not do the jump, because that is risky. And if you mess it up, well, chances are you're probably going to die. Out the way, you breathy freakazoid. So yeah, this part coming up is just a lot of crawling around, and also trying to avoid getting ran over by trains, which, you know, if you're not aware of where the trains come from, chances are you're probably going to die here. I can almost guarantee it. Both me and my friend that played this game both died at the same parts here. And I mean, can you really blame us? It's so abrupt, you don't really expect it. I mean, you kind of do, but at the same time, it's so sudden. Especially the second train encounter, because like your curiosity is like, ooh, train, maybe I can get onto it. Nope, the train goes, psych, I'm about to ruin your whole career. And then you have to do this entire part again. Mr. Doctor! Whilst he's squishing some dude's head in. You can also strafe up and down stairs, but I wouldn't recommend doing it too much because you can accidentally, you know, go flying down here and just break your legs. And you know what? Probably not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea, actually. So, grab that, combine it with the phone, and now we have to get the two fuses. And before we do that, let's save, shall we? So, we gotta be careful here. Man with gun. Okay, we got him. Sweet. So, I dropped my Glock 19 in the college area. It disappeared. It just straight up vanished. It said, I don't want to be here anymore. So, thankfully we can retrieve them back from these guys, because I would be in a lot of trouble right now. Especially because of this dude. There we go. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is that guy so bad? Well, as good as the camera is, it's a little bit finicky. Sometimes it, you know, doesn't work. So, on different elevations, it can be a little bit funky. The game will decide, you know what, I don't want to work. I just don't feel like it. And so, what will happen then is that you'll end up getting shot in the head, and the run will be dead. And that's the reason as to why I choose to save there, more than any reason. We're still okay on health, so we won't worry about syringes just yet. I think if we get hit one more time by something other than the gun... Ooh, and speaking of gun, there is one more guy down here. Like, we could heal to be better safe than sorry. There we go. But I mean, if this guy headshots me, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead regardless, so it don't really matter. Yeah, we gotta ditch that. Damn it. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. Alright, be mindful of the book, man. Ah, damn it. He got me. Oh yeah, I have to go this way. Man, that sucks. Okay, so that means we do have to heal soon. But that's okay. Is there healing? No, that's ammo. Okay, no point going that way then. Just make sure he is frozen. You also do not, under any circumstances, kill the book guys. Do not. Especially if they're frozen. Because what might happen is the collective damage that they could have done to you during the time they were frozen then gets applied to you. So yeah, as you can imagine, not very good at all. Oh really? I can't squeeze past you? Move! You squinkly dinkly man. Yeah, this will be the first time that we heal. Damn. It should also be the last, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think we need to heal more than once throughout this entire session. Technically, you could probably get away with beating the whole game without even healing. But obviously, there's a lot of factors at play, right? Alright, and now all that we have to do is wait through the dialogue. But we can stop at a certain part, which saves us having to loop back through the hallway. So that's neat at least. I believe it is either this one. No, it's this one. So we wait, like, right here. And then, once he stops talking, we can just go straight to the door. Okay, he stopped talking. Sweet. So basically there's like a trigger where if you go past a certain point, you will reset in the hallway. And you don't want that to happen. What? You guys are like running at me already. Oh yeah, I have to kill them, don't I? Alright, you scrinkly dinklers. Let's get rid of you. Come on, one at a time. Gotta be careful not to get too close to that head either, because it does hurt you. Well, there's Scrinkly Dinkly number 1. What about Scrinkly Dinkly number 2? Oh, I guess he's frozen. Hello. Alright, let's make a run for it. Try not to run out of stamina. Freeze those two. There are some behind us as well. Oh my god, I cannot even see behind me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I love the void. All my homies love the void. And then, once we're through here, we're done. Sweet. Grab the fuse. Jobs are good. And now it's time to do more backtracking. Yerp. Yeah, this is the fun part of the game. Just a lot of climbing ladders and running through the sewers. Kinda sucks. Alright, well we made it back to the subway at least. And we have both of the fuses. There we go. Alright, fuse number 1 and fuse number 2. Lovely jubbly. Right, we have to be careful here. Because there are... Yes, there are guys with guns. And I would not like to be shot. Thank you very much. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, good. Alright, get rid of you. And I'm going to yoink your gun real quick. Because there is one of them that is really hard to hit. You. So, with the camera, a little bit awkward to hit that guy. So, we need to bring the fuses back. And unfortunately, we can't do that just yet. So, we have to backtrack back around once again. But this time through the use of a sledgehammer. Now, if you stand right here, you can pick it up and actually avoid the enemy encounter triggers. So the guy that comes out from under the seat doesn't appear, and neither do the enemies out here. Yeah, it makes life much easier. And bonk. Lovely. And that is the only time we ever have to use the sledgehammer. Yeah, it's kinda lame. Ooh. Cool trick, by the way. If you try and come back out, you'll get to see Simon scribbling frantically. It's pretty cool, right? Anyways, let's save, shall we? Because this part, you know, anything can happen. And because it's parkour, I'd rather not fall to my death, you know? I'm starting to kind of regret ditching the Glock 19, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it in a moment. Yeah. Because after this part, there are guys with guns again, and they are in very weird spots. I don't know if I can get them with the camera. Hopefully I can, because if I can't, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. And, cool thing, you can actually skip most of this. So what you could do here is basically this. Boom. It's quite easy actually once you know how to do it, and it saves you a lot of like trouble and effort with navigating that. And now all that we do here for this maze is essentially hug right for the majority of it. Now obviously that does mean you have to stay behind these funky looking fellas, but that is perfectly fine, because as long as you're behind one, you know that you're safe, because they rarely, if ever, interact with one another. And the times that they do, well, you're not going to be near them anyway, so don't worry about that. So we make our way through here, we go right, we go right again, and there'll be one here, and then once he's out of the way, you're done. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. Literally, just keep hugging right, and we're there. Boom. And that is how you make the maze sequence incredibly easy. Now then, on to the fun part. We got him. And then we need your friends. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this would have been a good time to have a Glock. I got them both, right? Sweet. Take your gun. Shoot you. And your friend, I can't really hit him until I'm like this close. It's really awkward. So if you try and snipe him from like the bottom of those stairs, or even the top of those stairs, bullet just won't reach him. For whatever reason, it just says, nah, I don't feel like working. So you do have to get a little bit closer to that guy, otherwise you'll end up wasting a lot of shots, and also missing your shots. And obviously for a challenge like this, well, you don't want that to happen. So we're going to place both of these bad boys, pick up our Glock that we dropped earlier, because we're going to need it in a moment, and then make our way onto the train. Lovely. And now, this part of the game can be a little bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie. And you also can't skip this cutscene. As you could probably hear, I'm pressing the enter key, nothing happens. So, I guess we just have to sit here for the next 2 minutes and watch Simon talk. So, obviously, if we do mess up here, it's gonna really suck, because we have to go through this entire thing again. You guys are all frozen, right? Okay, so I'm gonna show you a cool little trick. Okay, in a second. You're in the way. Move. Thank you. So you can jump out of this window. And for some reason it doesn't kill you. Now, I would say this is like somewhat of a major skip, but not like a crazy one. So normally you're just supposed to go through the doors, deal with these guys, pick up the foot and skedaddle. But instead you could just jump out of the window, grab the foot from underneath the train, and then make your way back over to the door. Like that. And it's a lot easier. Much easier, in fact. And, you know, I wouldn't consider it like a major skip, but it is definitely, you know, very easy to pull off, and it makes your life a lot easier too. Okay, Mr. Chainsaw Bro, have you not spawned yet? I guess not. Right, we are gonna drop the cassette. Remember that it's right there. Pick up the doorknob. There he is. Are you gonna come after me? There we go. I'm like, why is he just standing there? Use the doorknob and then come back for the cassette. I could try and trick one into hitting the thing actually. Hold up. Lady, come over here. Give me a smooch. Alright, you freaky breathazoid. Hit this for me. Hit it. Ow! No, not me. Hit it. Oh my god. Woman! There we go, thank you. That makes life much easier. And now for the, you know, hanging tree pot. I don't know how much damage these ladies do. I hope it isn't a lot. Oh my god, where am I going? I can't see. Ouch. Okay, I don't think they do much damage. That's good at least. So, in all honesty, this part isn't really all that difficult. I don't know why people have so much trouble with it. I guess if you've got, like, really bad timing skills, maybe. I can understand that. But I don't think I've ever actually messed this part up by accident. Because it's just boop, and then boop, boop, and then you go. As long as you're good with rhythm, really not that big of a deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, easy peasy, squeezy lemon. Be mindful of the book, man. Actually, no, he's not a problem. Don't worry about him. He's chill. We don't have to go in that room anyway. Oh! Oh, yeah! I forgot about you! Oh my god, I forgot about him. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we've finally made it back here. So, note to self. Pre-fire camera. Got him. And I know there's more of them in here. Did I get him? Just triple, quadruple check, you know? Can never be too safe. So even though we know all three of the phone number combinations, we can't actually use the phone until after we've gone in here and triggered the cutscene for the first half of the slab. Well, the cutscene, it's not really a cutscene, you just get locked in here, a woman screams and cries for a little bit, and then presto majesto, half a slab with a phone number. Okay, so the first 4 digits are always the same, it's 511 and then 7. It's the last 4 digits that are always random. So it could be 3896, and then you ring it. Hey, maybe we get lucky. Nah, we didn't get lucky. Damn. Okay, so now it could either be 5117 3979. Ring it. There we go. That looks like a 4719. Hold up. Oh, I don't have a gun. Ah, crap. Oh, it's so slanted. Oh, we got it this time. It is 4719. Okay, good. Sweet. Now, let's say for any reason you are struggling to beat the game within the time limit. You can figure out what this code is, which you know it is always random per playthrough, but it's always fixed per playthrough, which means you could figure it out, reload an older save, come back here, and just put the code in. And it will save you a lot of time. Obviously, I've not done it, there's not really much need for me to do it, but if you are struggling to beat that time limit, it's definitely worth doing. Right, so for this fight we have to be very careful. This guy hurts a lot. So much in fact that it's basically 3 bullets and you're dead, 2 bullets and you're almost dead. And hiding behind this box is our godsend. We need this box. If it wasn't for this, we'd be screwed. Or, I should say it would be a lot harder. Now, there's 3 spots you can shoot him from, or 3 spots he can shoot you from. However, 2 of them, he basically can't hit you. It's very rare he can hit you from behind this pillar, and you can shoot his elbow. Like that. Really easy. Now, this one is a little bit more trickier. If he peeks. Because sometimes he has a habit of staying there after you shoot him, and also, there he is. He's moved. It's hard to keep an eye on where he moves when you're trying to, you know, carefully deal with him behind these 2 boxes. But thankfully he's been quite generous for now, and he stayed a little bit longer than expected. Typically it's best to just shoot him once, because sometimes the bullets don't register if you shoot him multiple times. And if I remember correctly, they do count as missing, and they also don't deal damage. Oh, and on top of that, there are these guys with guns back here, funnily enough. There we go. But they can't see you when you're hiding behind this box. And if for whatever reason you do run out of bullets, which you shouldn't, because the ammo on the ground should be more than enough. I think it's, 3 magazines you need a minimum of? You'll be fine. Like, all you need to do is sit back here and just hope for the best. God, this guy's been a real cheeky bugger. Hey! Stop peeking that spot. You know I don't like that spot, bro. Ah, did he duck at the worst time? Bro, don't do that. So yeah, the one that you can't shoot him from is the one on the far left. Basically, if you can't get him, just wait for him. He'll move eventually. There we go. You gonna peek? Nope, he's running back again. Bro! Dude, stop! I don't want to shoot you from back there. That's like the worst spot to get you from. There we go. So this should be the last shot. Come on. Peek. Boom. Nice. So, takes a little bit of time, but it's very easy, and it saves you from being shot. And now, all that's left to be done now is to get back home. Alright, freaky breathazoids, get out of here! I do not have time for you. Move out the way. And you too. Stop your breathiness. So yeah, all that we have to do now is a little bit of swimming, get back home, beat the final boss, and we're done. If you hold sprint just as you're about to like wave your arms out, you actually get a bigger boost. It's pretty cool. And it's definitely worth keeping note of, because it is much quicker. So now, the only threats on the way to the final boss are the guys with the guns, and I think there's like 4 or 5 in total. It's a little bit random. Sometimes they will appear, sometimes they won't. Obviously, enemy rotation spawns are a little bit random at times, so just gotta be mindful of that. So, not here. There might be one here. Nope. I did get the one up there. There might be one back here. Nope. To the left. Did I not freeze him? I gotta be careful, because there might be one back there too. Okay, he's definitely frozen. Yeah. I had a feeling. So we got you. We're safe. We're good. Nice. Okay, just be extra mindful. No ambushes. No danger. Flash the camera like there's no tomorrow. Guy with a gun to the right. Yep. Did I get him? I think I got them. Where? Creepy crawlies. Out the way. Alright, we're okay, we're okay. Okay, I think that's everything. We are... yes, we are safe now. Sweet. So now all that's left is the final boss fight, and we're done with this challenge. Slight problem. I can't move. What? Excusez-moi? Why can I not move? Oh no. Are you for real? Bro. So I was reading up on it. Apparently, you have to shoot and reload the gun, and that fixes it. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But I'm so glad, because I did not want to go through all of that again. That boss fight is an absolute pain in the arse. Okay. It's time to finish this. Where you at? There you are. Die! Now the question is, did we get the book? Custom hoodies? We got the book. Guys, we did it. We freaking did it. Let's go. Where's the score? Wait, we're supposed to see the score at the end. Oh, man. Bro. You know what? We got it. That's all that matters, okay? We got the requirements. We got the book. Nice. We did it. We actually did it. Although I don't know why the score at the end didn't come up. I think the game must have bugged out at the end. But hey, we did it. We did the challenge.